if you look here on the screen, I'm at $50,716. Now that I need to get to about 52,500 to pass phase 2. So this is phase 2 here. If I just kind of minimize this a bit, if we go like this here, and we look at the trade history here, you can see this week a lot of trades taken on Nas100 here. You can see 583 profit and the profits we made this week on those trades. So let's go ahead and go over to the charts, because I do want to share with you some of these setups. And what I'll do is I'll use the bar replay tool to go ahead and walk you through that here. Now, I can tell you I love trading the Nas100 because for me, price really respects the levels, or at least that's that's what really attracts me to it. There are levels that can be drawn during pre-market that seem to be respected, not all the time, but the majority of the time, and that's kind of how I trade it. So let's go ahead and explain, or I will explain the trades that I did take on the Nas100. So let's scroll back here to the beginning of the week. So we were at about June 20th, because June 19th we did not trade. All right, now what happened here? I have June 19th marked off. The market's closed. There are no trades this day. Simply put, what happened was I had a level up in this area right about here. And the reason I had this level drawn was because of these levels marked off over here, this high. And I'll go ahead and circle that so you can see that there. And all I was looking for is at the open was a sweep of that level, or price come pretty close to it. Now, for me, if I just quickly press the bar replay tool here, I'm going to share with you how I took this trade and how it went. Of course, obviously I won the trade, but I want to share with you what it looked like in real time to me while I was taking this trade. So obviously at the open, we're right here at about 9:25 in the morning. We don't know what's going to happen. I did have a level marked down here at the open. Let me just put in the horizontal ray so you can see it. And I was either looking for a sweep of the level down here at the bottom or one at the top. So as we go forward, I'll quickly just play the bars forward. We had this big push up here. At this point in time, I'm not in the market right now. I'm simply waiting for this level up here to be swept. So if we go to the next candle, I am simply watching price action right now, candle by candle. And as we go forward, you can see that price wicks this level. Now, I was very aware that we could just blast through this, so I'm not going to jump into trade right here. This is where you really have to be able to read price action, and you have to know what you're looking for. So I'm looking for buyers or sellers to step in the market at this point in time. In this case, I'm looking for sellers because we're at one of my levels, and we're still within the first 2 hours of the open when all the volume is coming into the Nas100. So next candle bar happens and we get this big push down. When I saw this big push down right here, to me that said, okay, it's time to get involved. So I simply just set my stop above the high here, and then I'm looking to target my 1.5R. Get down here, and we know what happens next here. We simply get the trade. This was a really easy one for me, so I won't bore you with these bars playing out here, but I'll just pause it, and we will go right up to current day here, and we'll come back. So that was the 20th, and that trade was really easy for me. On the 21st, if we come over here, I'll just move things around a bit. We have our low here. Let me just get rid of these circles here so you can see this. We had a low here. And then we had, of course, our highs up here. So if we're looking at just the 21st, we're looking at the previous day's data, and I see a low here, and I see our highs up here. Now, when price opened like this, okay, when it did this here, all right, I had to be very careful in the morning, and this is where experience comes in. I've been trading the Nas100 for a very long time, so let me just rewind this here, and I'll share with you exactly how I traded this, and then I'll let you see here so you can see for yourself here. Let's just go ahead and do that. So if I back up here, we're at the open. What happened here was I was very aware of this wick at about 8:30 in the morning. This one, I'll circle it if you see that there. I initially had my levels up here at the bottom, and I was looking for a price to push all the way up. I wanted a push all the way up here, and I wanted to sweep these levels. We just simply didn't get that. And how do I know to get in? Well, again, I'm looking at price action at the open, and I'm trying to read price action. So as we go forward here, what happens is right before the open, next candle over, we wick off this level. Now, let me move this out of the way so you can see it. And let me just delete this line. I'm not in the market at this time because this does not speak to me in terms of sellers stepping in the market. What you have to understand when these candles are created, you're not really looking at candles. What you're looking at are transactions, people buying and selling in the market. So how do we know when, or at least how do I know when I think sellers are coming to the market? So let's go over to the next candle. I'm still not in this right here. Next candle over, we push down pretty hard. So one of two things could happen. Right now, we're wicking off these levels right here. See these wicks? We're wicking off this here. I did have a level drawn right here off this wick, right here. It's like so. So this is the 9:30 open right here. We'll put it back on the chart so you can see it right there. At this point in time, when I saw this push down and I saw us wicking out here with this wick, okay, I was ready to jump into the market. Now, what really validated this level here for me? All right, well, if I extend this line over, I'll just go ahead and delete it and we'll extend it. We'll do a horizontal line right here. All right, why was this a good level for me and not this one up here? Well, over here, if you look left, we pushed down and we bounced right here. All right. Resistance then turns into support. So we pushed up, we came down here, price pushed back up to create this strong level right here. All right. That's why when I saw this wick, if I zoom in on this, when I saw this wick, this to me signaled it was a strong level. So now all we needed was a strong push down to signal that sellers are stepping into the market. And that is where I ended up taking my position on this particular day right here. Okay, and I had to stop like so. And we're down for our 1.5 R. And you can see what happens here. Another easy day. So let me come over to on Friday. We'll skip a few days here now because I don't really want to bore you guys with every single trade. Friday was a tricky day, so I really do want to go over this one here. All right, so on Friday, what happened here was, let me just remove some of these levels. I had a level up here, and I had one right about here, and then I had a couple down below. So you can see my note here simply says, I saw this big candle push down. I was ready to get in the market, but I didn't really trust it. Now, why didn't I trust this candle down? All right, let's look left at pre-market and the previous day's price action. So if this is the open and we're sitting right back here, let me bar replay. We're sitting right here, okay, before anything has happened. Why am I not marking off a level right here at this area? All right, why am I not looking for a long right here if price pushes up? Okay, because if we look left, there's nothing really supporting this level, right? Over here, there is nothing supporting this level. So that to me says this is just kind of it's a level out of thin air. All right, I'm not going to trade it off the open. Price action is too close to this level, so I'm simply just going to let it go. If this were to push up with a big bar, I would simply ignore it because backtesting, which is something I do quite extensively, has shown to me that when that happens, it's typically a fake out. So let's see what happens. So we go to the open and this happens. This is exactly what happened. I simply ignored this trade right here. Okay. Why? Because I believe we were going to push down. All right. So here we go. And we're pushing down here. All right. I wasn't in the market there. We pushed down. Now we started to sweep this level here. I had a level down here. I initially wanted price to get down to this level. So I'm watching this here, okay? I wanted price here. I'm aware that we're pushing down. I thought we might bounce here, and if we did, I probably wouldn't take that trade because of this level being in the middle or really not having anything to the left to support it. So let's go ahead and go to the next candle. All right, now we're slamming down. At this point in time, I'm just trying to share with you guys what's going through my brain as a successful trader. At this point in time, I am thinking, okay, let's go get this level, let's sweep it, and let's get a strong bar, a strong rejection off of it. All right, next candle over, this happens. All right, we get a strong push up. Okay, so right here at this point in time, I'm thinking, all right, I want to enter the market. I want to get in. All right, so I waited because I wanted one more follow through. We toyed around a bit here, and then this happened right here. All right, when we were here, all right, The next candle over, I believe it was, right here. All right. I got into the market right about here on Friday. Right about there it was. I had my stop loss just under the wick because I'm looking for where did price come from? Okay, where did this push come from? I targeted my 1.5R and we simply got it. If we go over here bar by bar, all right, we play around a bit and there it is. We got it on Friday. All right, now later in the day, price did come all the way back down, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care what happens after I got my win for the day. I'm not going to sit here and stay in the market because I personally like to trade how I want to retire. All right, I don't want to sit here looking at charts all day long, stressing over trades, holding trades over the weekend. I'm simply looking at the Nas100 open, sometimes the US 30 open, and I have a simple 2.5 hour session. And if there's no setups for the day, guys, I'm not taking a trade that day. It has to be a strong rejection off of a level, and then I'm in the market. So let me come back over to my prop account now. You're at prop account phase 2. You can see that trade right here, $641 on Friday. You can see here, let me highlight it right there so you can see it. This was on the 23rd. I had a small loss initially, and I can tell you what happened. It's really funny there. I have 5 kids, and my daughter, my 3-year-old, ran out the house literally at 9:30 a.m. naked, chasing my wife because she was going on a walk. And what happened was I rushed my trade. I knew I made a mistake. I had to chase her outside, and then I had to come back in, quickly close this trade, and wait for the lower level, in which I got. And there it is, my $641 in profit, or 1.5R. So that's it, guys. This is really simple for me. I could go back, I could go back days and days. I mean, if you look at my history here on my screen, you can just see every single day. June has been a phenomenal month for me trading the Nas100. Had a ton of wins, and it's been really easy price action. I love it when it's just super simple, and it's not very confusing in the mornings here when at the open. So key for me, guys, is simply levels at the pre-market. And what you have to do, what you have to understand when you look at somebody who is a successful trader, what you don't see on the back end is how much time they put into back testing. All right, I'm sitting here literally going back using the bar replay tool here in TradingView, and I am re-simulating the market over and over and over. Granted, in TradingView, I can only go back about, I think it's 6 months or so, even with the $65 version, or $65 a month, something like that. I go back and I will replay them over and over because you'll forget the setups and then just see how you perform. But I'm training my brain what to look for in the morning, all right, what type of price action, and I'm re-simulating that over and over and over again. And that's really what it takes. You have to really just trust your system, build your confidence, and practice this over and over again until you simply get it. So thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to bringing you guys plenty more content. I'm going to keep you updated on my prop firm phase 2 challenge. I have that. The account I showed you is this account here. Let me go back to it. This is only, let me blow this up here. This is just one of my accounts. I have another account in phase 2 that I didn't show here that is actually higher up in profit, and then I have another one in phase 1 about to get in phase 2, and then of course I trade my personal account. So we are going to get this cranking here. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and there's more content coming.